If someone is, let's say, a young associate in a law firm, and they're thinking about doing something to become a lobbyist or public affairs, however we want to call it, since you've really done both, law firm, public affairs, what's the easiest way, or what advice might you give someone who really wants to move into lobbying? Would it be to see if your firm does have a lobbying group and just go there, or is that too much like the practice of law if you're still under the same roof?
The answer is, if you're working for a law firm that has a lobbying division, and quite a few firms in New York do, and some of the larger firms have large public affairs divisions. That is one route, but I think you were implying this, not as easy as you think, because that's like trying to change practice groups. It's like you're going from corporate to litigation, and in a firm, we all know, it sounds like you'd be able to do that, but it's actually not as easy as you think. The litigators look at you like you don't know anything about litigation. So I think that you'd have this similar reaction, unless you started at a very, very junior level. There might be an opportunity, but it's really not the ideal way to enter the lobbying world. The ideal way to enter the lobbying world is you've got to transition to the political process in some way. You have to get involved in a campaign. You have to work as a staff person. That is really the ideal way to do it. If somebody said to me, "Hey, I'm working in a law firm, not really all that happy, always been more interested in public policy. The idea of government affairs is intriguing to me," what I would suggest to that person is try and get a staff position in a legislature somewhere, city council, state legislature, in the United States Congress. Get direct experience working for a legislative body. It's really irreplaceable, and will make you very, very desirable within a couple of years to any number of firms, either a lobbying firm, trade associations, and coupled with a law background, probably even more desirable. And that's the way I did. So I would really recommend that path. And the other indirect path is getting involved in a campaign. That could work as well. And you develop a relationship with a particular elected official that could lead to a staff position. But even if it doesn't, the nature of that relationship, if it's a high enough level of office, could propel you on a lobbying path. For example, you ran the campaign of the mayor of the city of New York. Well, you could be pretty sure if that person wins and you wanted to become a lobbyist, there are people who are going to hire you for access to that mayor. But that's more of a crapshoot, because not everybody gets to serve as mayor of New York, and certainly not everybody gets to be the campaign manager for a campaign like that. But the more realistic route really is to work as a staff person in a legislative body. I think that is probably the best path if somebody said they wanted to make the transition from practice of law to government affairs. Take that interim step of really learning the legislative process of some legislative body, city council, state legislature, U.S. Congress. That will open up tremendous opportunities for you to pursue, a path in government relations.